this is an interesting thought that crossed through my mind today. Let's say Jimmy Garoppolo wins this competition, that Trey Lance has some rough days, he's a little inconsistent, and they just say, Jimmy's just playing so damn well. Let's stick with Jimmy for now. But the thing about Trey Lance is he does some amazing things. And even if he loses this competition because Jimmy's doing so well, I think they're not going to be able to keep him off the field. If Jimmy starts week 1, I would expect Trey Lance is going to get at least one series that game. Not a play, a series, meaning first down, second down, third down. And then if he gets the first down again. That's what I'm thinking. Like, break him in as an actual quarterback, not some gadget player. Which means the Niners, if Jimmy wins the quarterback competition, actually might go with a 2-quarterback system, which is always like very taboo in the NFL.
Yeah,
it hasn't worked. People say if you have 2 quarterbacks, you got none. But it seems like the Niners might be in a position where they do it. New Orleans might do it with Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. New England might do it with Cam Newton and Mac Jones, and Chicago could do it with Andy Dalton and Justin Fields. This might be some type of next some trend going around the league. And do you think the Niners might dabble with this if Jimmy stays on the team?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't. If I think Shanahan realizes exactly what we realize, and regardless of who's the starter week 1 or even the whole season, really, Lance cannot sit for a whole nother year. That is worst case scenario. You cannot have a quarterback who hasn't played since he was 19 years old without seeing live bullets for 2+ years and expect that he's going to be a major difference maker in year 2. That's not the right approach.
Yeah.
So I think we look at it and say initially, hey, if there's blowout games one way or the other, he can get snaps there. He can get the preseason snaps, what have you. If there's an injury, he comes in. But I think you're right. I think getting him some plays to get him comfortable and ease him into things may be the way to go if Jimmy outright wins this job. And I think you might be onto something as well, saying that the Saints, the Bears, the Patriots, I mean, nobody knew that the Wildcat was coming until it was here.
Right, exactly.
So the fact that you've got multiple teams with very similar quarterback scenarios, this is something interesting to keep an eye on for sure.
Well, we've talked a lot about the trend of the cheaper quarterback in the NFL, that you don't have to spend top of the market prices to get a quarterback. In fact, you really shouldn't, because there's so many ways to get quarterbacks like below market value. So many ways. And I feel like, well, the next logical step in there is like, okay, if we have cheap quarterbacks on our roster, what's to stop us from using 2?
Right.
A committee. Because it's the same thing like that happened to the running back position. Back in the 80s, you had to have a stud running back that you were paying significant money to. And then they realized, like, no, you don't have to do that. You can use multiple running backs and not pay them that much. I know it's a different position, but it just seems like teams are going to give it a shot. It may not work because people, for all the reasons, maybe that quarterbacks won't get enough reps in practice. And it just seems like it'd be a lot for defensive coordinators to try to prepare to stop.
Absolutely it would. And especially when you have teams like you mentioned, the 49ers included, that have quarterbacks that are so opposite from a skill set standpoint.
Right.
It makes a lot of sense, actually. So
it's like if you don't have Patrick Mahomes, you can kind of Frankenstein together the pocket quarterback and the mobile guy.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I think this scenario works out only if Jimmy's a starter. If Trey outright wins the job, then it's just his job, and that is.
And what's so intriguing about Trey is that he theoretically has the skill set to be the franchise quarterback. He's got everything. Yeah, he's not like he's very athletic, but he's really rough. No, he actually plays the position very well.